Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Heatwave. This is part 4, and up next is going to be one of the most intense tag team matches we have ever seen in NLW. The Brothers of Destruction go up against the NWO, who is the most dominant team in the wrestling industry today. We may very well find out in this tag team championship matchup that's coming right up next. The Undertaker and Kane have questioned the NWO as of late, but it's going to happen right now for the NLW Tag Team Championship. What the hell is this? We know the music, but what is it doing here? What the hell's he doing here tonight? We haven't seen this guy for months. And he's just going to show up out of the blue like this? I just can't believe it. The game, I'm in shock. We saw how after Sacrifice, Triple H was a broken man. The last time we saw him, he packed his bags and he left. We thought he was done for good. But he's back here tonight, and the former World Heavyweight Champion is in the building to a thunderous ovation. The King of Kings has returned tonight at Heatwave. And we thought his career had ended. We thought he'd gone home. We thought he retired. But out of the blue, he shows up here tonight. And my voice broke at the start of this. Just from the sheer shock. The game, what's he got to say?
Just in case you've forgotten, let me tell you just who the hell I am. I am the game. And you can bet your ass I'm back. And I am the guy that tonight officially enters the Royal Rumble.
Well, what an announcement. The game's in the Rumble.
I know that all of you know that I am a man that makes very few mistakes. Almost never do I make a mistake. My pride has always stood in the way of me accepting those mistakes and admitting those mistakes. Today, I'm out here to admit that I made a very big mistake. This has been the hardest few days of my life. And I am out here in front of the world to apologize to you, and you know more than anybody how hard that is for me. And let me tell you in front of the world how sorry I am and how much I truly do.
Well, we were hearing an apology from Triple H, something I never really expected to see from him again, but he actually came out here to apologize, and now the NWO, the NLW Tag Team Champions, are going to make their way to the ring here. After all, they are scheduled to defend those titles against the Brothers of Destruction, but why did they feel the need to interrupt Triple H while he was giving that heartfelt message? More importantly, Triple H announcing he's not only back, but he's also in the Royal Rumble on next pay-per-view. He's going to be entered into that match, into that 30-man Royal Rumble match, as he's just said, and apologising to the audience. And now you've got the NWO here. The NWO do have to defend their title. Oh my! And now he's followed by the throat. And is this necessary? This isn't necessary at all. And the Big Show throttling him by the throat and planting Triple H with a chokeslam. Triple H didn't come here tonight for that. He came here to apologise and enter himself in the Rumble, but oh my god. And now he's picked up again by Kevin Nash. For God's sake, just leave the guy be. The jackknife powerbomb to Triple H. And this isn't what he came back for. He came back to wrestle, not to be assaulted and beaten. And here comes the Brothers of Destruction. The Undertaker and Kane They are scheduled to challenge the NWO for the tag team titles right now, as Triple H makes his way out of the ring, helped out in fact by referees. The Brothers of Destruction are out here to teach the NWO a lesson that they so sorely need. And not only that, the tag team titles are on the line, and maybe the title of the most dominant team in the business as well. And the matchup hasn't even gotten in the ring yet, but they're already on the way and the bell has rung. The bell has sounded, and these two teams, not even waiting to get in the ring, they are already brawling on the outside. As you see the Undertaker now wailing on Kevin Nash and Big Show. Look at this. What a massive frame he has. Delivering a headbutt right to the face of Kane, and now trying to choke out Nash on the far side, but sent into the trust on the outside as well is the Undertaker. And now Kevin Nash, you see him give an eye over to the Big Show, and the Big Show lifting him with ease and sending the 323-pound Kane, the big red machine, right into the ring post. And now Undertaker trying to get at him, and this is not like any team that the Brothers of Destruction have faced before. This is one of the most dominant teams in the business. They have been tag team champions since January, and there's a reason why, but now they are wailing on them as Kane delivers fierce shots to the back of the Big Show. And now Big Show is here tonight, and look at this. Now going to choke him out on the floor, and the referee isn't even attempting to get these guys to get in the ring and sort this out in the ring. Referee, quite frankly, too frightened, and if I was in his shoes, so would I be. I wouldn't want to get in the way of these two massive teams colliding here tonight, as he sends him down with a massive punch. And now they seem to be in the ring, but only momentarily. Kane clobbered over the back of the skull, and again Nash and Undertaker working on each other through the stage. And now look at this, the Big Show, and you hear the referee just yelling at him to try and sort some order, and oh my, what a chop to the chest, like a frying pan across your chest. Now Kevin Nash sent over our announce table out here, as Kane again sent into the barricade, and a massive boot over here. I'm trying to keep my wits about me. These two are brawling really near me here in the announcing position, and oh my, and again sent into the steel steps. Nash and Undertaker have gone backstage here. Oh my god, 300 pounds speared right through the screen, and Kevin Nash, that massive frame of his, just got speared through the entranceway, through the entrance ramp even, by the Undertaker. And you hear the referee just not even saying anything at the moment. My goodness, what a spear through the stage. They haven't even gotten in the ring yet. This is for the tag team titles, and the referee not even going to call for a disqualification or a count out. Once these two men to fight, that's exactly what's happening. Undertaker reversing the jackknife to Kevin Nash on the floor, and look at the strength to lift him up. That's 323 pounds, it's no lightweight. Kane lifted up with ease and slammed onto the barricade, but now Undertaker and Kevin Nash finally getting in the ring. It looks as if they're going to voluntarily be the legal men, as a rake to the eyes by Kane to the Big Show, and now both men are in the ring. At least this match can get underway somewhat, but now the Undertaker trying to choke him out here. And now you see being choked out, Kane choking out the Big Show. But nevertheless, these two are in the ring, and what a boot by Kevin Nash, good grief. Right to the side of the skull and an elbow, right to the back of the head. And now Kevin Nash is going to try and get up and try and do something to possibly even win this match quite early on. I'm sure that's not legal, but the referee not having the guts to call him out on it. But the exposed turnbuckle, exposed by Kevin Nash. Undertaker sent right into it, and now that massive leg and that massive foot even driving right into the throat of Undertaker, and Undertaker now is in a lot of trouble. The former World Heavyweight Champion in the ring now, but oh my, what the hell is the Big Show doing out there? He's ripping apart the concrete, and he wants to deliver a slam, does he? But now Kane reverses. Is Kane going for a DDT, but clotheslined, oh my, onto the concrete, onto the exposed concrete. And that can very well end your career if you hit it hard enough. And in fact, Kane hit that emphatically. And speaking of emphatically, Undertaker's leg driven off of the apron here, and now Big Show going to be tagged in as he wants to, and he is, but Kane still suffering the effects from that clothesline onto the bare concrete on the outside. The mat was ripped up, and the NWO finding new ways to inflict punishment. But the Undertaker wants to deliver this chokeslam. He did it a few weeks ago, But now he's far by the throat, and it may be over already. Here's the chokeslam by the Big Show, but pulled away by Kane. Kane saving the matchup for his team, and the Brothers of Destruction hang on in there. The Big Show taunting him right now, and he genuinely believed, as I did and many of these fans did, that it was over already. And we know that the NWO have made their presence felt over the past few weeks, damaging numerous superstars in their path, and obviously namely the Brothers of Destruction. But now Kane is tagged in. He is hoping to get some vengeance here tonight as well, after the NWO last month at Sacrifice cost Kane his ambulance match against Randy Orton. And ever since then, this rivalry has really gotten into many different gears, and it's just escalated even more, as Kane has him in the corner now, and now Kevin Nash clobbered in the corner. And we know a few weeks ago on Metal, R-Truth joined the ranks of the NWO after the commissioner refused constantly to give... Oh no, lost my train of thought there as the Big Show pulls him away to safety and go for a knockout punch, but reversed by the Undertaker. Now the Big Show trying to get back into this, and he does. There's a punch to the ribs and a massive headbutt to the Undertaker, and now Undertaker sent out of the corner, but Taker with a boot to the midsection, running off the ropes and knocking him silly with that diving clothesline. The Big Show falls to the floor, and it's true what they say, the bigger they are the harder they fall, and he fell like a brick, like a ton of bricks. And now the Undertaker, yeah, you can only imagine what's going through his mind. Kevin Nash trying to wake him up on the outside with a dive over the ropes. Suicidal move by the dead man, and both members of the NWO have been knocked out here. Kevin Nash barely able to make it to his feet as the Undertaker trying to send him back in the ring. Well, take a look at this again. Have you ever seen a 300-pounder fly like this? Just colliding over the top rope with the bodies of the NWO. And it was a few weeks ago on Metal that R-Truth joined the ranks of the NWO after being insulted by the Commissioner on numerous occasions, and that all boiled down to the Commissioner actually being put jackknife powerbomb by Kevin Nash through a table. And as far as we know, he's still in the hospital, still recovering after that attack a few weeks ago on Metal. That is not only what the Brothers of Destruction are fighting for. They're not just fighting for the titles, they are fighting for the Commissioner here tonight, you gotta believe, and for every superstar that's been messed about by the NWO in the past, by the antics of Kevin Nash and the Big Show in numerous companies. But now you see here, looking for a chokeslam, but this isn't fair at all. He's not even the legal man, for God's sake. But what the hell's the referee going to do about it? That's a 420-pound monster. They just spear through Kane. Oh my. Now the Undertaker begging for the tag, but a sidewalk slam by Kevin Nash. I'm already sensing what's going to happen here, but didn't actually happen. Kane moved out of the way of the elbow, and now the Undertaker senses that this may be the perfect time for a tag, but the Big Show is tagged in as well, and he is preventing Undertaker from getting into this matchup. Now he's picked up and placed on the top rope, and this isn't good for Kane as he's clobbered across the back. And now the Big Show, oh my, he's not going to hit that chokeslam from the top rope, but pushed away. Now Kane is back on his feet on the top rope, finds his balance and collides with a top rope clothesline, and this may be the opening that he needs. This may be the opening that the Brothers of Destruction need to win those tag team titles here tonight. But now Kevin Nash is tagged in by the Big Show, but now so is Undertaker, and the Undertaker's running wild. Clobbered him, and now a massive boot to the Kevin Nash face. And now look at this again. Went for that leg drop, but Kevin Nash moved out of the way. Undertaker speeding up the pace and slowing it down again did Nash, but now he is in deep trouble. This may be the end for Nash. We may very well see new tag team champions right here if the Undertaker has his way. Kevin Nash is fading fast, and oh my, and again, for God's sake, the Big Show with that massive boot right to the face of Undertaker and breaking up that Hell's Gate, and a knee right to the face. Could have broken his nose that time. And now the Undertaker is in dire straits here. He's throttled by the throat. This don't look good, but what the hell's that? I think that was Kane's elbow pad, and it was. And now using that exposed elbow to elbow Big Show in the face. Great tactic to distract the Big Show here, and oh my. Are we going to see a chokeslam now? But pulled out of the ring and sent into the barricade. And now Kane and the Big Show are the legal men, but it is Kevin Nash and the Undertaker brawling on the outside, and now a slam. Here's the cover by the Big Show, but a kick out by Kane. And now being choked out viciously. And we're almost beginning to see what happened at the start of this matchup. The all-out brawl that started this match. I'm sorry. All-out brawl that started this matchup. And now Kevin Nash, he wants the tag, and the double team continuing to work well for the NWO. And a sleeper hold has been applied, and Kane has nowhere to go. Kane has nowhere to go. He's in the middle of the ring, and he may fade out here. May fade out fast, in fact, and the Undertaker wants to make the tag. But Kane is in the middle of the ring, and a stunner, and the tag. The Undertaker's back in now, and punches to Kevin Nash, sends him off the ropes, and a massive clothesline. The Undertaker going full force on Kevin Nash right here, and the NWO are in deep trouble. You feel right now, are we going to see a chokeslam? But now the Big Show's back in, and the Big Show wants to deliver a chokeslam of his own, but now Kane is back in and sends Big Show over the top rope. But now here's Nash, wants to deliver the jackknife, but a back body drop by Undertaker reverses it that time. Could have been over for him right there. But now he's back up, and now the tombstone pole driver. He's got it in the middle of the ring, but oh, and here we go. Here we go. This is what I was talking about earlier. R-Truth. And he's not even part of the damn matchup, but he's interfering here and distracting the Undertaker. And I wasn't well, to be fair, I was expecting R-Truth. That's how this NWO thing operates. They cheat to win. Hang on a minute. What the hell? What the hell's he doing here? It's the NLW Commissioner, and he is getting his revenge right here. The Commissioner getting revenge after being powerbombed through a table a few weeks ago on metal at the hands of the NWO. He's put in the hospital, and now the Kane dropping the big body across all three of them. Oh, hang on a minute. And now, out of all commotion, the jackknife powerbomb. And don't tell me it's going to end like this. Oh. And Kevin Nash, throughout all the commotion, hitting the jackknife onto the Undertaker here and retaining the titles for the NWO. Well, it's a damn shame that it had to end like that, because the Commissioner making a miraculous recovery and entering back into the NLW arena for the first time since we saw him assaulted on metal a few weeks ago. But this is how it all went down. The Undertaker was distracted by R-Truth, and then the Commissioner came down to even the odds, beating up R-Truth to the surprise of everyone here. But then it was Kane taking out all the bodies on the outside, but it was the Undertaker who was distracted for the longest. And then it was Kevin Nash delivering the jackknife powerbomb and securing the 1-2-3 victory. But I can't believe that the Commissioner had the audacity. He was pushed over the edge a few weeks ago, and he had to, I think R-Truth, in defense to him, he was as surprised as all of us. That is why he was succumbed to that onslaught. But I wouldn't want to be in the Commissioner's shoes, and I definitely wouldn't want to be in the Brothers of Destruction's shoes. They have just lost to the NWO. They claim that they were the most dominant tag team in the business, but the results will show here tonight that they lost. Whether it's right or whether it's not, that is what it will say. The NWO retaining their tag team titles in a shock victory nonetheless. And you want to talk about shocks? A few weeks ago, this man, CM Punk, shocked the world. He became the #1 contender and received his first ever one-on-one opportunity for the World Heavyweight Championship. That opportunity takes place live here tonight. It's our main event for the World Heavyweight Championship. There you see the champion Sting. He's held on to that title since February, but will tonight be the night that he loses it? Will he lose it to CM Punk here tonight, or will he keep it for himself and continue his reign? That is the question that everybody's asked. These two never have competed in the same ring before. They have never competed one-on-one against each other, but tonight that all changes. Tonight it is for the World Heavyweight Championship. Sting defends against the challenger CM Punk. Can the Straight Edge Society Saviour defeat Sting, the icon, for the world title? Our main event of Heatwave is coming to you next week.